Glad to have you with us from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Aggie Memorial Stadium, home to the New Mexico State Aggies. You know, we love coming to the land of enchantment, especially when we have an enchanting game like the one in store today. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On second down, just keeps firing. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Leonard. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just buried it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Tosses it incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. This time it's complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the 1st quarter.
Notre Dame, 7. New Mexico State, 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. How about this? A fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Quarterback moving. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He wants to throw it. Time to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. And get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on second down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. At the 35, he's loose. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Notre Dame, 17. New Mexico State, 0.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it.
Just plowing ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. with the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
At the 5-yard line.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Aggies want to move quickly. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period and will carry that one into the 4th.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 24, New Mexico State 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw. It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Quarterback will keep it. He gets in there for the 2. It's a 2-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in, it's Love. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Pulls it in on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in.
Just plowing down the field. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Line gets set, first down. Looking to pass, it's Leonard. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on.
Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the ground, it's Maffa. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
6th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense set on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Bulls his way forward. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed. So
close to cashing it in for this offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Clemson 7, Georgia Southern 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's French. He's got his man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Burgess. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. Tight end getting vertical. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on 1st down, 2nd, and 3rd. And he shows you the vision, he shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And 3rd down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the 4th down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
Dropping back, it's French. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
They'll run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Clemson 17, Georgia Southern.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Back to throw, it's French. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. The pirouette on the run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner goes down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burgess. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Longer. Squirrel. Acorn.
Wants to throw. It's French. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Terrier. Go.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grab near the sticks. It's White. All kinds of running room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. He's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Comes out throwing on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Clemson 21, Georgia Southern 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
Tackle is made at the 7-yard line.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
4-yard line. Brings up 4th and goal.
Ready,
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
Acorn. Go. Go. Gorilla. 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 Pilot. Pilot.
Back to pass, it's French. Unleashes to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Hauls it in at the 25. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going up top here late in the game. Snags it down the right side. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They keep attacking through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Shoots it to the left. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take.
He lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Looking to throw, it's French. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They line up and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that